Alright, let's start it up. We are back in another game of Deceive Inc. We're playing Octo here today. Using my favorite Octo weapon, the weapon 1 here. Pretty good gun. We'll dive into the stats in a little bit. We also got Expertise 3, which is like the only real combat one. There's no way that's already a player, right? That would be insane. So apparently a great disguise, because I had no intention of shooting them. And then we have the passive one, which we'll probably talk about first, because it's kind of cool. So the passive one is every time we use intel, we basically have a chance of we have a chance of getting that used intel back is really how it works. So the percent chance you are to get that intel back is related to how far you are from your maximum. So if you have only one intel and you spend one intel, like opening a gray safe, there's a fight literally above my head that's really loud. Jeez, oh boy, okay. I think Yumi died? Yeah, that was another cav shot. Oh boy. Did we just head up there? There's something going on. One of the reasons I'm actually going to head up here right now is not only is something going on, but there wasn't a ton of people in this lobby. Oh boy. I can follow. There's food there though. Okay. Yeah, if we were gonna see anyone in this lobby, I feel like I had to go to that fight, because, frankly... Oh yeah, I bought Spyglass, because we're Octo. Frankly, there was a chance we just never saw anyone otherwise. So, let's talk about our weapon 1, even though we didn't really finish our passive, but let's talk about it, because that's what I'm thinking about right now. It doesn't do a ton of damage to the hip, or from the hip fire here. Actually a whopping 10 and 20 to the head, but when you ADS it does consume 1 intel instead of 1 ammo, and it does 20 damage per shot and no bonus headshot damage. Where'd that go? Hans, you're too wide. There we go.
Someone put their shoes on a table.
Maybe there's more players than the intro lobby led me to believe, because I don't even remember there being a Hans. Alright. So yeah, 20 and 20 on the ADS shot, but it consumes 1 intel instead of 1 ammo. Also, this doesn't really come up for me very much, but when you are using it, if you do land that ADS shot, it does reload your 5 real ammo. So you can shoot 5 ADS as long as you land 1, shoot 5 more. It's not bad. Well, no, actually, that's a lie. It is kind of bad to do it that way. The best way I found to just use this weapon is just ADS only shots. So that's why I have Expertise 3, which drains intel from whoever you're looking at, whether they're in cover or not. Also, if they are out of cover, then they also get exposed and neutralized, so just a huge neutralize, which is really good against madams and license, because they're always neutralized as long as they're in your vision. They're always exposed, meaning they can't get their cover back. Also, just the fact they turn that like whitish red, pinky kind of color. I don't know. The exposed neutralized color we saw in that cav and that Hans makes them really easy to track down. Which, like, you wouldn't think would be a thing, but it's kind of a thing. It makes them really easy to see. I haven't used my Spyglass once, because I'm just out of practice with it entirely. So, yeah, that's the Expertise. It's really good. The only downside is if you cancel it early, it does go on full cooldown. But if you cancel it early, you get to start that cooldown faster, so kind of works out. And now we'll finish our passive. So we're talking about how once you use an ammo, for example, if you use one of your one, and then basically you would be 10 away from your maximum at the start of the game. So that's I don't know the exact numbers, but that's like one of the highest chances. But I have my green chip as intel, which means if I were to use like all my intel, it would be 0 out of 14, which would actually be a greater chance than that 0 out of 10 is how it works. So that max intel being quite good with this passive. You could even run like gold intel to get 0 out of 20 for that true maximum RNG there. So anytime you use intel, you get that roll. We've seen it. It's the little thumbs up that happens on the bottom of my screen. There's kind of 2 thumbs up, which sort of implies it's like 25% chance, but it's actually it's not. It's not actually 25%. It just kind of looks like it is because of the 2 thumbs up and 2 thumbs down way they're displaying it. The only thing that really matters is the 2 thumbs up. I just came through here, didn't I? Did I? No? No. I'm already lost because I'm just kind of absentmindedly talking and running. Alright, someone else did a vault terminal. We're at max intel, which is okay. Passive's not gonna be amazing, but like the rest of our stuff should be. A lot of guards here, so we're actually not looking such, just walking this way. And there we go. I'm assuming since we did like 2 terminals, we heard a fight, we ended a fight, we ended another fight, there can't be many people left alive. This wasn't, at least it didn't look like all that big of a lobby to begin with, but I don't remember seeing an Octo or a Hans, and we did see both of those in the lobby, so maybe the pre-game lobby had an issue with it. Alright, and away we go. I did come up here because I was hoping, yes, alright, lucky every time. Just a faster way to search this purple room. And there we go, that'll get 8. I have keycards, so I could, like, you know, leave the room, but I kind of don't want to. If I can help it. There's no intel back here, though, that I remember, yeah. We'll just wait at this point. One thing I did kind of mention part of the expertise, but didn't say specifically, is the drain works on, the intel drain works on in-cover spies, so you can use that as a pretty good spy check tool. Like if you're slightly sus of someone, you can just hit the button and see if you drain intel, and if you do, then that gives you a target. That is the Octo who, I'll say, helped us kill that one cav.
Initializing rival agent detection.
They're gone now. Or they're not quite in my range. So the thing with Octo fights is if we're both weapon 1 Octo, okay, as I was saying, if we're both weapon 1 Octo, it's a lot of who hits first, because each shot being, you know, when we're both doing 20 damage, max speed, we both likely have to hit 6 shots, and the projectile being so big, it's really hard to miss. It, can I get a line to that? No? There we go. I've never known which is the fastest way out of here. So yeah, both of us have to land 6 shots, so it's kind of whoever shoots first wins. Actually, I did miss, I think, twice. I hit the door frame on one and just missed another, which was like super hard to do in general, but yeah. I think they also might have missed once, though, so it worked out okay. But yeah, really wanted to fire first on the Octo, so we made sure we were in a position to do so. So this is a pretty good build for Octo. Some people like the weapon 3. I like the weapon 1. We'll do this again in game 2 to show it off some more, but that's kind of what we're going for. That was pretty much some good fights, little couple odd ones for sure, but you know, some good fights overall. And I'll see you guys in game 2 once we load up the mission report screen here. There we go. And let's do a game 2. All right, we're back with our game 2 here. Got Sound Eclipse here, really big map, not a huge lobby according to the intro screen. I think, oh, I didn't want to do that. Come on. Sometimes. Alright. I'm gonna leave that one here for a second because we're gonna open this with exactly 3. This is to maximize the odds of our gambling working. Not that it actually did work, but we did do it the best way we could to try to get it to work.
More.
I would like a little more. Octo is correct. Would like to get to 5. And if there's a gamble box in there, we can just get it. 6 is okay.
Like an open
This
book.
is one of, like, with this passive, it's one of the times where I'm not actually super happy about extra intel early because we can just, it makes our gambles a little less likely. Okay, what do we get? All right, that's actually great for us.
Where next?
And this, there we go. Maximize the odds finally worked out for us. We didn't actually check this drawer. All right. And get the intel.
Oh, now this is Just stepped on a ladybug, huh?
All right. That went pretty well. Kind of had them in our sights before they actually changed the disguise, but then after they did, we were able to just keep the goggles on them. It's a larcen. We stopped them from poofing.
Terminal here.
Pretty important stuff.
For my intel.
Yes, we're not in the right disguise here, but
That's the
that's
stuff.
okay. There we go. All right, exactly to 8 before we hack. Ooh, don't hack that. What am I doing? All right, stocking up on intel. Somehow not getting spotted by Doug.
Time to throw people out.
Probably should have done this in the other order. This is why I took Spyglass. Not that I did it properly in the first game, but so that I could do stuff in the right order, get the right, you know, spending before you're acquiring tends to be a bit better. Is that a player?
Deactivating firewall.
No players in view. If anyone's confused how I could tell even though... Doug, you're gonna let me in? How I could tell even though our intel is full. I was checking for the intel drain, if someone didn't even know what I was checking for. We were checking for if the intel was draining when I was looking at them. But obviously it was full on intel, so how did we tell? There is a little visual effect around like the edges of your screen when... when you're stealing intel, even if you're not actually stealing the intel. The heck? Yeah, okay.
Sit at a table you can't win. Oh, what a nice surprise.
Yeah, we kind of spotted that cav a bit early, but like I wasn't sold on it, and then when the investigate went off, I was like, okay, yeah. So played that to the best of my ability there, and it worked out for us. This gun, you know, despite having fairly low damage of only 20 a shot, is very consistent. So like we didn't miss like a single shot there. So that's kind of the advantage of this gun. I think the overall time to kill is longer. I'm not like gonna sugarcoat it. I think other weapons are certainly easier. Maybe not other Octo weapons. Hi. We're in the right disguise though. I was freaking out for a second, but we are actually in the right disguise.
This vault terminal has been
right.
expertly deactivated.
But yeah, I do think this is one of the harder weapons in the game.
Going.
Vault open. Let's get it started.
No? Anyone in front of me here? No. I'm not seeing the intel drain effect. So I think that was a weird voice line I thought I heard. All right. We do have a keycards in disguise. As usual, we're going to ignore that printer and try to find one in the purple. Although one's on. Maybe that was a server I heard? They make similar noises sometimes. Okay, there's one over here. Yeah, I think there was already a printer on. We weren't like the closest person to the vault by any means. Let me just for demo purposes, you can hack that with the spyglass. That. We have everything else. There we go. And back up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard one on. Okay, well, I mean, they just got unlucky and picked the wrong door, apparently. They just happened to pick the one I was in. They should have heard the printer, though. But we did hear another printer on because they got the ski card. So now that we got the package here, we can climb upstairs properly, but we can show off. You can see the drain effect does actually get affected by our gamble passive. So that's really good with this. And if you choose to use the exfiltration scanner one, you can actually get really far, like almost unreasonably far. Especially, I think I said this last game, but if you take the gold intel capacity chip. I didn't mean to come out this way. I was auto-pathing, but it's fine, I guess. No one's behind me. It's just like the one player we saw over there. Also, I suck at bounce padding up onto these things, so I have to do it from here because it's the only spot I know I can do it from. But I'm sure you can do it a little bit better than that. I'm just kind of bad at it. Alright, make use of our spyglass here. Why not? Get that from pretty far away. And keep up our intel. They gotta be coming from this way, right? Presumably, because that's where we last saw them. Ah, they're over there, and it's a cab. So one thing to know is we don't have any damage fall off on this, because it does count as a projectile, which does allow us to take fights. That wasn't too long of a range, but we get to take fights at a significantly longer range than other people. Especially Cav, her pistols are fairly short range on their damage fall off, so I think she wasn't hitting us. I mean, she wasn't hitting us all that hard, but without really looking at the actual HP numbers and knowing quite how far that was, I can't tell you. But it felt like she was experiencing damage fall off, and us with our projectile ADS experiences no damage fall off. So that's another way you can use this Octo gun, is at a significant or just longer range than whoever you're fighting, except for like Ace, because you don't get that damage fall off. So like the video if you enjoyed, comment on your thoughts as always, and subscribe for daily Deceive Inc content like this, and I will see you guys in the next one.